MiKa's new school. Your friends love you not because you are successful, but because you are you. MiKa and her family had moved to Mini-Minya a short time ago. MiKa was a little bit nervous because she was going to a new school. She kept thinking, everybody has already become friends with each other, and kept asking herself, are they going to let me in too? The days were filled with these thoughts, and the first day of school kept coming closer and closer. MiKa had seen all her new friends in a back-to-school party. They seemed to be getting along very well. She thought that if she's successful enough, her new friends would accept her as well. Finally, the first day of school came. MiKa woke up even earlier than the sun. She was so excited. She wanted to be the first kid who entered the class. MiKa ate her breakfast, put on her clothes, and went running to the school. When she arrived at school, she found that Ollie, Bongo, Fufu, Laura, and Kiwi were already in class, sitting in their desks. They all waved at MiKa and said, "Good morning!" "Oh, now I have to succeed in some other thing," MiKa mumbled to herself. A few weeks later, it was MiKa's birthday. All the class was going to celebrate her birthday with a huge birthday cake. Now it was time to shine. MiKa could be the champion by finishing her cake before everyone else. When MiKa finished her cake, she was in for a surprise. Fufu and Bongo had already finished their cakes and were waiting for MiKa to start playing. "Oh, I couldn't make it again," MiKa mumbled to herself. MiKa thought for days. How could she have the attention of her classmates? What could she do about it? Then suddenly, she had an idea. There was an annual sports day in Mini-Minya. It was a very short time ahead. If she worked out hard enough and be the winner in the race, she could be the sweetheart of the whole class. MiKa could not sleep all night from excitement. The next day, she went to training after school. And the next day, and the next day, and the next day. And finally, sports day came. MiKa woke up earlier even than the sun. She was so excited. MiKa ate her breakfast, put on her clothes, and went running to the racetrack. The race started. MiKa ran and ran with all her might. However, when she made it to the finish line, she saw that Luna had already finished the race before her. After MiKa finished the race, her friends clapped and congratulated her. "Oh, I couldn't make it again," MiKa mumbled to herself. Days passed, but MiKa could not achieve anything. Fortunately, there was an art competition nearing. She could be the one with the best art piece. She worked for this competition for days. She did lots of sketches. She was going to enter the competition with the best picture. And finally, competition day came. MiKa woke up earlier even than the sun. She was so excited. MiKa ate her breakfast, put on her clothes, and went running to the school. The competition started. MiKa got out her crayons and started to draw her picture. However, when she finished drawing, she found out that Misty was the winner. MiKa's teacher and friends pinned her picture to the wall like everybody else's. "Oh, I couldn't make it again," MiKa mumbled to herself. Days, weeks passed. MiKa still couldn't reach the success she wanted. Meanwhile, they had an assignment. There was a reward to the one who wrote the best story. This is what their teacher said. "This is my moment to shine," thought MiKa. She was going to write the longest story in the class. When she read her story, the whole class loved it. However, when the results were announced, she found out that the winner was Kiwi. "Oh, I couldn't make it again," MiKa mumbled to herself. She decided to try her luck on math class. She was really good in math. She went to the blackboard and quickly solved the problem given by the teacher. MiKa was sure she was going to be successful in math. However, when she turned around, she found out that Bongo had already solved the problem. MiKa was stunned. Something was wrong here. She hung her head and turned back to her desk. She started to cry, saying, "I couldn't achieve anything. Nobody's going to love me." However, when she raised her head, she found out that all her friends surrounded her to soothe her. "MiKa, you don't have to be successful to impress us. We love you no matter you are the first or the last in the competitions. We are glad you moved to Mini Minya with your family and became our friend," they said. MiKa was so happy now. She had learned that to be appreciated by others, you didn't have to be successful. You just had to be yourself. After that, she had an amazing school term with all her friends.